Hello everyone, I'm day weather meteorologist Don Day with your Public Lands Council weekly weather update for this September 14th, 2024. It's being brought to you by WSR Insurance Services Incorporated and Ag Risk Advisors. Well, there's a bit of good news for the far western areas of the U.S. over the next 7 days. We'll see help for the fire areas, especially the Pacific Northwest and the northern Rockies. Now, we're not going to get into any cool, wet weather for southern areas of California, but a large part of the West will be cooler. Decent rain chances over the next 7 days, and even some high country snow will be occurring as a couple of troughs will come in from the Pacific Northwest and settle into the northern Rockies, the Pacific Northwest, and the interior West. The real cool weather will stay west of the divide. The warmer weather will be east of the divide, kind of like it's been here over the last few days. That's how it's going to be going into the next 7 days. The last 7 days with precipitation has shown parts of Montana and Idaho picking up some badly needed precipitation, northwestern areas of Wyoming as well, scattered showers and thunderstorms elsewhere. But other than the Gulf Coast, where Francine has brought some wet weather, a lot of the nation really nothing too heavy moisture-wise. Temperature-wise, the last 7 days have been pretty warm in the west and cool in the east, but we may see this reverse. That's likely what's going to happen is this warmth will be more east, and the cooler weather, this type of cool weather, will be coming and expanding into the far west. The latest drought monitor really doesn't show too many changes, although this area here in southwest Montana, panhandle of Idaho, has picked up some moisture and will be getting some more. Maybe even a little bit of moisture across eastern Montana and northeastern Wyoming as well to help out those dry areas. The upper level low right here coming in the Pacific Northwest will settle in on Sunday. So as we get into the weekend, this low will cut south and eastward into the northern Rockies and the northern high plains eventually, and really cool things off in the Pacific Northwest and across the north. We'll continue to have rains in the lower Ohio and Mississippi Valley areas from the remains of Francine. Then as we get into next Wednesday, notice there isn't a lot of change or movement. So there's going to be a persistent area of low pressure over Alberta, parts of British Columbia and Saskatchewan, and into the northern Rockies, then back into even northern California. So this will bring cooler air in and more moisture. But east of the divide, into the plains, southwest flow will bring in some warm air. So it's going to be pretty warm in the central and the east, cooler across the west. Cool enough that the highest elevations over the next week could see some snow, even into the Sierra Nevada and into the Yellowstone Plateau and into the mountains of southwest Montana, and then up into the Canadian Rockies. In the next 7 days, you can see the wetness here from south central Canada into the Pacific Northwest, even eastern Oregon, a good portion of Idaho, far western Wyoming. This area here needs the rain, and the fire areas here should see some help. Not much in the way of rain chances, though, for Southern California, but that's typical for September. Notice later on, out into the plains, we do see some more areas of rain and thunderstorms possibly developing as we get into the middle parts of next week. And there you can see the wetness from Francine. Temperature-wise, this is what we were talking about. Cooler weather in the far west, even California, down into the Baja of Mexico. Temperature is quite cool west of the divide. The warmer air spills east of the divide and into the upper Midwest. Thanks for watching and listening. We'll have your next update on the 21st. Have a good week ahead.